from Takrady to Accra. Now, I have with me in the studio Kwete Nate. Kwete, good morning.
Good morning, Daniel.
How's everything?
Great.
Great. And we've started sort of telling the story of the investigation a bit from the very beginning, haven't we? And we've been talking about what you've discovered and basically what happened. We also have with us in the studio the public relations officer for the Tamale Teaching Hospital. Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope all is well.
I'm doing well.
That's great. That's great. So I'm going to start with you, Kwete. And of course, Kenneth Addo is our guest in the studio. We'll be speaking with Dr. Eli Atipui. He is registrar for the Medical and Dental Council and the Ghana Medical Association. We are working on that as well. So first of all, Kwete, going straight to the point, tell us about this investigation.
Yeah, Daniel. So this investigation, sought to expose extortion and charging of unapproved fees by doctors and nurses at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. And because Tamale Teaching Hospital plays a key role, in health delivery in the northern part of the country, it was important for us, to take this assignment. So we have been receiving complaints from residents about, these issues. So somewhere in January this year, we set out to table the issues, that had come before us. So some of the issues were procurement breaches by staff there, charging of illegal fees, reports about how some families have lost their relatives because they claim that they didn't receive, proper medical care, and a number of issues. So that's the reason why we set out to investigate, this issue.
So those were the allegations: extortion of money, procurement, forging of receipts, and what have you.
Yes.
When you went there, what did you find?
So, Daniel, when we set out, to investigate the issues, we found out that some doctors and nurses there, illegally charge fees, from some of the patients. And a classical case for me, which, I went through the experience myself. I was playing the role of a brother of this young, man. And his wife had been admitted at the theater, and he was being asked by the doctor to pay 108 cedis before they would operate on the wife. And I met him on the corridors of the Ops and Ghani department, looking confused. So I approached him, we spoke, and he told me that this was his challenge. And we had to spend like an hour searching for 108 cedis. We were on a motorbike, knocking on doors of relatives. We made several calls. So when you watch, when listeners watch the documentary tonight, you see the young man, knocking on doors, making calls, visiting relatives, just looking for 108 cedis. And when we finally got the money, we went to the said doctor's consulting room, and he reduced this amount that he was charging from 108 cedis to 86 cedis. And we asked for a receipt. We never got one.
They've told me to go and buy some of their drugs, and some I'm going to collect it from their department there, that health insurance hasn't covered some of the drugs. So one of my friends followed me to the hospital. My friend went for the drugs and paid some of the monies for the drugs and collected those that they've said the health insurance have covered. So after that, they've said they are now to prepare my wife for the CS. I came down, they've sent us all down, and they've said they are going to send a inside theater. We were down there when they've called us again and said we are supposed to pay 108 Ghana cedis, a certain 108 Ghana cedis. Then we went. When we went, we asked them, what are we paying the 100 Ghana cedis for? They said that one is for some drugs that they've used and the health insurance did not cover. Meanwhile, we already bought some of the drugs that they've said health insurance has not covered. So we paid that 108 Ghana cedis, asked for a receipt, and they said the receipt is not there, that they are not to give us any receipt. So that's it. We'll pay the money, then come down again. Meanwhile, the time that they've asked for the money, I was not having money. I have to go to my sister, go and see whether I can get the money. When I went, my sister was not there herself. So I have to call my junior sister. Luckily on my part, my junior sister was in the hospital there too. She gave me the 108 Ghana cedis to pay it, and they've sent my wife inside the theater. After they finished, they've called me to come and see the child. When I went, they've asked me to pay another 10 cedis. That 10 cedis is for ward fee or ward fee. I've asked for receipt again, and they said they don't give receipt for ward distance. So that's it. That's my experience.
Your wife was at the operating theater.
Yes.
You were being asked to go and look for money. At that moment, how were you feeling?
I can't explain that one. I can't explain because I was worried too much that my wife can die at any moment because they can refuse to operate on her because of 108 Ghana cedis that they said I should go and look for.
What do you make of these illegal fees? Do you think it's high time the hospital investigates such fees?
It's high time. It's high time. It's more than high time self. Because we've been seeing this. Our colleagues this is not the first time. This is my second child. The first one I can't remember. But that's about last 3 or 4 years. This one is even better than last 4 years self.
So that was the man who had to pay that amount, narrating the experience from his perspective. Dr. Kenneth Osei-Mensah is here. He is a PRO for the Tamale Teaching Hospital. We'll be going into some of these issues, but this is not the only case you came across, is it?
Yes, Daniel. When I went to the north, I was told that it's customary for a Muslim to observe the practice of, saying prayers into the ears of a newborn baby. It's called azan. A father whispers prayers into the ears of the baby. And every Muslim father I encountered in the course of the investigation paid monies to nurses before they were allowed to observe this practice. And some of the midwives, when they deliver a mother of her baby, they charge them 20 cedis in assisting the expectant mother to deliver. They charge them
without receipt.
Without receipt. And all these monies, receipts are not given. I was at the labor ward several times, playing several roles, and in all those roles, receipts were not given. Sometimes I understand that there's a fee called ward fee. After you deliver, they charge you those fees. All these monies, receipts are not given.
So those are the some of the issues that were raised. Let's hear some of the people that you interacted with in this case, and then we'll hear the documentary.
Yes, because they give the son to me to pray. After the praying there, I give the money to her.
And did you demand a receipt for it?
No receipt at all. No receipt.
And did you ask them why they were taking that 32 cedis from you?
I didn't ask them. Maybe I think that they are collecting all that money here. I don't know. I didn't ask them because they are doing their job. I can't challenge them.
Imagine your wife is in that condition. Anything that they say, you pay. And we're there for almost 3 months. That's the 3rd month that they were to carry on this year's. That's the operation. So I was asked to go and buy CS pack, and the one that my wife will wear and they will operate in. So I asked, and they said it's 2 million. I went to one of the pharmacy. They said, is it special pharmacy or something pharmacy like that? I went there and they said the link was down. So because I was in hurry, I took the pack, brought it, and gave them the money. They said I should come back for the receipt later, which I couldn't. So for that one too, I did not take that receipt. And the excuse they gave me about that one is that there was some kind of problem with their lights, the machines that they are supposed to use to wash that things, the machines are spoiled and something like that. And after that, when my wife delivered, someone came, showed me my baby, and told me that I'm to pay, is it 22 or 24 Ghana cedi? It's the ward fee. And after that, I've paid the money, and someone too came again. That is it, I should pay 5 cedi or 10 cedi for fee, tea. They have to prepare tea for my wife. I gave the person that money. It was 5 cedi. And later on, I asked my wife, and she told me that nobody prepared tea for her. So I came out and prepared that tea for her again. And for that 3 months up to the time that she delivered, I spent almost getting to 2,000.
2,000 cedis over 3 months.
Yes, Daniel.
Anyway, so the full documentary will be airing on the show in a moment, but we'll take these important messages first. And like I said earlier, Dr. Ken Osei-Mensah, who is PRO for the Tamale Teaching Hospital, is here. We'll be speaking to Dr. Eli Atikwe. He is a registrar for the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, and Dr. Justice Yankson, who is Secretary General for the Ghana Medical Association, will also be joining us. We'll be back with the documentary right after this.
You a winner? Do you want to realize your dreams? Go for gold. Cowbell Gold, a fortified choco milk drink made from the finest cocoa from Ghana. Whatever you do, wherever you are, win in life. Go for gold. Cowbell Gold, energy for winners.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
After 50 years of giving you the best innovative electronic appliances for your home, do you possibly think we're gonna let you have a normal Christmas? Of course not. Christmas just got 50 times better as Media celebrates its 50th anniversary in the Media Big Sale. This Christmas, Media is giving everybody big discounts and free gifts when you shop for your home. It's a big sale with the coolest deals, with a fridge starting at 649 Ghana cedis, double door at 1,099 Ghana cedis, freezer 899 Ghana cedis, and the side-by-side going for 3,999 Ghana cedis. Washing machines starting at 1,399 Ghana cedis, plus free gifts such as coffee makers, bedside fridges, blenders, irons, and so many freebies from Media this Christmas. Visit any Media showroom or authorized reseller while stocks last. We have every reason to celebrate this season this big. So join us with the 50th anniversary Big Sale Christmas promo. Don't miss out on this. You might run into Santa. Who knows? Call 0533-159-739 now. Merry Media Christmas.
Darling, wake up. What time did you say your meeting was again?
It's by 8 a.m.
You're kidding, right? It's almost 7:30.
What? I'm going to be late. This may cost me the deal. Before I have my bath, before the truck get filled up, before I...
Quickly freshen up. I will help you request a ride on Uber.
Uber in this area?
Exactly, in our area.
Baby, I'm ready.
So is your Uber ride.
Request a ride with Uber in Accra at any time and get to your destination with convenience. Uber, where to?
But I thought you said your place was ransacked by thieves a short while ago. So how did you manage to replace all your stuff so quickly? Hey, then it must have cost you an arm and a leg.
Nope, it only cost me 80 Ghana cedis.
Oh, Master, how is that possible? 80 Ghana cedis?
Oh, yes.
Must have stopped the concert. Or did the thieves steal your brain as well?
Charlie, my brain is on point. I took a household content policy from Enterprise Insurance, which cost me 80 Ghana cedis a year.
I see.
So after the break-in, they replaced everything.
From as little as 80 Ghana cedis a year, whether you are a tenant or a landlord, you can insure the contents of your home against burglary, fire and flood. Sign on to the Enterprise Household Contents Policy and secure your home.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Crossover with Pastor Mensah Otabil.
Hello, my friends. I'm Pastor Mensah Otabil, and I want to extend a very special invitation to you as we conclude the year. We're going to have crossover at the Independence Square of Accra. Each one of us can look back at the year and we can remember something God did. For some of you, this was the year you got married. Some of you had a baby this year. Some of you bought a house. Some of you got promoted this year. And no matter what it was, even if there were dark moments and there were difficulties, there's always going to be a spot in your life where you'd say, God visited me. God did something special for me. And I conclude the year to return my thanksgiving to him. And that's what Crossover is all about. Come join us as we welcome the new year together at Crossover at the Independence Square.
Crossover 2018, Independence Square, 9 p.m. prompt.
Get ready for the most hilarious night of your life. The night of 1,025 laughs and music.
Now, one guy come meet me last week. He said, "Can you black? I'm a rapper." I say, "The rap Gidley or something." He said, "No, I'm a rapper." I said, "Do me one freestyle." He said, "Yeah." I said, "What's happened?" He said, "Nah, rap." I said, "Okay, may I go?" He said, "Yeah, my blood is so full. You can call me bloody fool." I said, "You're a fool."
Boxing Day, December 26th at the Conference Center. On stage, Bovi, Kenny Black, Shaylo, Akpororo, Jacinta, Foster Romanos, Lexi the Comic, James Brown, plus performances from Giddy and Joe Mental. Get your tickets now from Charterhouse, X-Men and Nalam stores in Osu, Accra and Junction malls for only 200 Ghana Cedis standard, 300 Ghana Cedis premium and 400 Ghana Cedis VIP. The night of 1,025 laughs and music is supported by Marriott Hotel, Japan Motors and JoyFM.
Super Morning Show.
The land is good, the land is fine. Gold we have, diamonds we mine. Yet we fight, we cover it all in blood. Tell me why we wallow in the mud. Africa, Africa, Africa.
It's at the top of the hour here on the Super Morning Show. Enjoy 99.7 FM. I am Daniel Dazi. Thanks for staying with us. Let me say a happy birthday, a belated happy birthday to Mr. Amedu Yaya. He's the chairman of Sun Electronics Limited, or Hisense as we know it. Your birthday was Saturday, 15th December. And also a belated happy birthday to Abina Konedu of Sun Electronics Limited, or Hisense. Your birthday was yesterday. Africa. Interestingly, yesterday I was at Hisense to pick up a few things. Africa. Great team, great guys. Good morning.
We cry for peace.
So we had earlier announced that we will be bringing you the Hotline documentary, but we are unable to bring you the full documentary. What we want to do rather is we've decided that we are not, the people in Tamale are not the only ones experiencing this. So rather than focus only on Tamale, we want you to have the opportunity to share your experience with us. If you have ever experienced anything like this, if you know anyone who has gone through anything like this before, have had to pay monies to access basic healthcare, send in your message 0244 340 437 0244 340 437. At Joy997 FM is the Twitter handle. Joy99.7 FM is the Facebook page. But we still have Dr. Kenneth Osemensa here. He will answer a few of our questions, and Kwete is still here. We'll be speaking with Dr. Eli Atipui, Registrar of the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, and Dr. Justice Yankson. He is the Secretary General of the Ghana Medical Association.
Africa.
Barovon Productions, in partnership with JoyFM and National Theatre, bring you the biggest package of world-class original Ghanaian theatre. 6 great Ebo Whites plays in one incredible package for your Christmas and New Year enjoyment. 25th December through to 2nd January 2019. But there will be no place on the 26th of December and the 31st of December. Yeah, 26th, 27th and 31st of December. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day that I've mentioned. The rate is 80 Ghana cedis for individual and 300 cedis for all plays. Sponsors are Bonds, Savings and Loans, your success or passion. The hotline for Getting tickets is 050-554-6010. WhatsApp is 050-554-6030. Join us on the Festival of Place 2018. Get your tickets now. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Africa.
Now, Christmas is here and it's family time. Your family station, Joy 99.7 FM, brings you the Christmas edition of the Party in the Park. Pack that lovely picnic basket and join us on the Legon Botanical Gardens on Saturday, 22nd December for a refreshing, fun-filled family day. The rate is a cool 25 Ghana cedis for a family of 6. Grab your tickets at the front desk of Joy FM. Come, make merry and bond interactively with other families. Joy FM Family Party in the Park. My family, my joy. Our text messages are brought to you by Afrodan. Your backman's last you a lifetime, and Glyco Travel Insurance policy will cushion you for life. Afrodan is offering you today the most comfortable chair in the world, period. The Nightingale Extreme Comfort Chair. It has over 10 thoughtfully engineered features, especially customized for your health and comfort. So go to Afrodan on the first floor of the Swansea Shopping Arcade and feel this chair. You will be amazed.
Africa.
Janice from West Legon says, Daniel, our hospitals are virtually a killing machine. I haven't visited anybody, okay, you named this hospital, in my entire life until last week Friday. Visitors have to pay to use public washrooms. Family members caring for the patients have to sleep on the walkways to the wards and close to the entrance gates. What killed me the most was my friend's doctor called him back after he had left to come and pay 6 cedis to get his mother tubes for feeding. Daniel, 6 cedis. And I was like, why couldn't they have done that and bill the family of the patient later? This country is not taking health seriously, and lots of people get worse in the hospital when they in fact go there and seek healing. Janet from West Legon sent this one. The Joy Business Minutes coming up now. Right after the Joy Business Minutes, we speak to Dr. Osei Mensah.
Hello, new week. Welcome to the Joy Business Minute. It's Charles and Darrell. 8 days to Christmas and 8 working days for banks to meet the minimum capital requirement. Yes, Carl Bank has given firm assurance of meeting the new minimum capital requirement way before the December 31 deadline. The bank is giving this promise as it seeks shareholders' approval later today to transfer 50 million cedis to its already 350 million cedi stated capital. Another indigenous bank, Prudential, is said to have met the new minimum capital requirement of 400 million cedis. The announcement was made at the bank's Thanksgiving service last Saturday. The proposed merger between First Atlantic Bank and Energy Commercial Bank has received a major boost. It received a no objection from the Bank of Ghana last Friday. The IMF boss, Christine Lagarde, begins her 2-day working visit to Ghana. She's expected to open a regional conference on the future of work this morning. We'll bring you updates later in the day. Goodbye.
Welcome back. It's 3 minutes past 9. On the phone lines is Dr. Eli Atikwe. He is the registrar for the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, and Dr. Kenneth Osei Mensah is with us in the studio, a PRO for the Tamale Teaching Hospital. Dr. Osei Mensah, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Daniel.
So are you aware that these practices are going on at the Tamale Teaching Hospital?
Let me say a very good morning to your listeners. At the hospital, we had heard on radio discussions and then some commentary from people in and around our catchment areas complaining about some forms of illegal payments they've been making in the hospital. Management ourselves, we haven't had a formal complaint, as in complaints that we could go on because we are an institution of guidelines and policies as well. So we have heard, but we did not just hear and not do anything about it. We've done several things in a way to facilitate either reportage of it or to deter people from doing it. And I believe that the Kweta's investigative piece would go a long way to help in improving on the situation. We are very grateful that this particular piece was done.
What has been done?
As management, previously, what seemed to be the situation was that there wasn't enough emergency drugs that are not on health insurance in the hospital. When the new chief executive officer and then the management of the hospital has improved that situation dramatically. Listening to the documentary, somebody talked about buying CS pack. And I can tell for a fact that that is not in 2018 or it's not in 2017. Previously, that used to happen in the hospital. Recently, packs are not bought. That's probably because our CSSD department had some challenges. New management has revamped the department, and gowns for CS and CS packs are available and not for sale. There was
and by CS pack, you mean cesarean section packs?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
go
These
ahead.
are sterilized items that we use for cesarean section. They are not for sale at anywhere in the hospital. They used to be for sale at the special pharmacy that he said, but the new chief executive officer is turned that situation around. The other situations.
When did they stop selling them?
He took over somewhere in July 2017.
July 2017. Kwete, when did we find that someone was being sold CS packs?
Yeah, so this someone who had been there. The wife had delivered some time ago. So these are residents who were sharing their experiences. But when we went there somewhere around May, that's when we had the young man who they were demanding money from him in order to, operate from the wife.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, let me quickly welcome into the conversation Dr. Eli Atipui. He is the registrar of the Medical and Dental Council. Good morning, doctor.
Hello, good morning.
Doctor, thanks so much for joining us. But stay on the line with us for just a moment. Dr. Osei Mensah from Tamale Teaching Hospital is addressing some of the specific issues that we have. Yes, so you mentioned that, okay, so the CS packs are not being sold anymore.
Any longer. No, they are not. Management has decided that in order to facilitate the reportage of some of these situations in the hospital, what we did first was to set up a customer complaint center in the hospital and also put hotlines available for people who are to pay for something that they feel is not an appropriate payment to have an opportunity to be able to report, and management takes it up. There are also situations where management have gone into partnership with non-governmental organizations in the Tamale Metropolis. Center for Active Learning and Development, CALED, is one of them. We also went into partnership with the League of Youth. It is an umbrella body for all the registered league youth groups in the northern region, where we give them opportunity. For instance, there are some of the people, probably due to their level of education, may not be able to either make a formal complaint, or they can resort to talking to any of these organizations, and then they report in turn to us, and then the matter is carried up. Some people may also want to report some situations in the hospital anonymously, and we've created a situation where they can't be able to do that. We've also, in one way or the other, increased the surveillance system in the hospital, because we realized that some of these complaints, it was possible that it couldn't have probably been our members of staff who were doing it, but some people who are not members of staff. And we've actually had evidence of that. As I speak with you, 2 people have been sent to the police, and they're in police custody, been sent to court for impersonating staff of the Tamale Teaching Hospital and defrauding patients of their money. A member of staff as well has been caught, so it's not just outsiders. A member of staff was also caught and has been handed over to the police. Several of these cases are being investigated, and so management is actively doing something about it in order to curb it.
My difficulty is that you mentioned that without a report, so no work can be done if management takes notice of something, if a report is not made to management.
Far from that. Without a report is when we put together the situations where people can report, and also collaborating with other people to be able to educate the population on the right payment methods and who should pay money to and why you should demand for a receipt and all of that. So even with the absence of the reports, management did something, and it's as a result of these reports and then these surveillance methods that we are using that we've been able to, in a way, arrest people and serving a deterrence to other people.
Okay, let me welcome Dr. Eli Atipui into the conversation. Dr. Atipui, what's your impression of this story that we have, that which captures evidence of persons taking monies from patients before they access healthcare? As a registrar of the Medical and Dental Council, what do you say to this?
Yeah, well, I find it quite unfortunate. But again, that is the video that has been shown, and I've been told that it's going to be shown later in the day. We would take critical look at it and all that. But again, if that situation is what pertains, then it's an unfortunate situation. That is all I can say for now.
What are the sanctions that are preferred against persons who are caught culpable in situations like this?
Yeah, you see, we're looking at the individual regulators that regulate the specific people in the said video. If it's a nurse, then it goes to the Nursing and Midwifery Council. If it is a midwife, it's the same. If it is a medical or dental practitioner or a physician assistant, then it comes to the Medical and Dental Council. But again, you need to go through a system of investigations and go through the disciplinary process to establish as to whether or not you are found culpable for a particular offense. So until that is done, well, we are not able to really prefer any sanctions against any practitioner. But having gone through the disciplinary process and found guilty, there are three main sanctions that come in. Either the practitioner is reprimanded, the practitioner is suspended over a period determined by the board, or the practitioner's name is removed from the register of practitioners registered and regulated by the Medical and Dental Council. So for now, I wouldn't want us to go into the sanctions, but we should go into the merit of what the issues are and see whether or not these practitioners are really guilty of the alleged offense. So basically, that is what I can say for now.
Yeah, so Kwete, yes, Dr. Atipu, just on the line, I just want this quick clarification. So Kwete, how many medical personnel did we capture in this?
We captured 4 of them.
You mean 4 doctors?
No, these are. There was one who, the person said was a doctor, and then there were 3 nurses, and all the individuals who were captured or caught on tape, worked at the labor ward.
At the labor ward.
Yeah.
So this is where people come and are delivered of babies.
Of their babies.
Okay. Has nothing like this? Has no suspicion been made of something going on at the labor ward, Dr. Savin, sir?
I did indicate before that we had commentary on radio and in other places that situations like this were ongoing at the hospital, and management decided to take steps to be able to find out. You see, we are a hospital of a staff strength of over 2,168. And I would be amiss to say that I wouldn't find a few people who would go astray, and because of that, management didn't take it lightly when the commentary was ongoing on radio, and that's why we decided to set up systems. And like I already enumerated, some of the systems are actually yielding some, in one way or the other, some results. And
okay, so hearing what is going on at the labor ward, what's the next step for management of the hospital?
We will be grateful when after the video is shown that we'll be given a copy of it. People who are found culpable, the procedures in the hospital are very clear. As an agency under the Ministry of Health, there are clear guidelines as to when somebody breaches any of the ethical things that you're not supposed to do. We will put up a disciplinary committee, we would investigate, and then the sanctions that are prescribed for such offences will definitely be administered. Management will not shield people into doing the wrong thing. We want to continuously use this opportunity as an opportunity for improvement and continue to improve the services we deliver at the time of the teaching hospital.
Dr. Justice Youngson is General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association. He's also joined us on the line. Dr. Youngson, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Great. So, as an association, when you hear that some of your members, one of your members is involved in something like this, how do you react?
Hello, Daniel.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah, could you come again? Sorry, the line was a bit faint.
Great. I was asking that as an association, when you hear that one of your members is involved in taking monies as much as over 100 cedis from someone whose wife is about to give birth, how do you react to this?
Well, good morning to you and everybody. For us as an association, we believe in the rule of law and what is right. Now, not to impugn the good work done by my good friend Kwete. For now, when we hear these things, these are allegations as far as we are concerned. Just like our constitution as a country states, we are not guilty until proven guilty. So these are allegations that have been made. Our policy is that due process would then have to be followed. So, i.e., at a service level, there are various disciplinary codes and procedures that these persons can be taken through for them to be found either guilty or not based on the charges that will be preferred against them. Beyond the service level, we have what we call the regulatory bit, the Medical and Dental Council. They also have what we call the penal cases and disciplinary committees, which are established by law. They also take control of such cases, and then depending on the outcome, there could be some punishment meted out to you. And that could even mean that your name could even be struck off the list of practitioners, or it could be suspended or what have you. Beyond these two, of course, is the regular court of law, where based on whatever the offenses may be, if the right investigations are conducted and evidence gathered by the agencies of state responsible for prosecution. So in this case, the Attorney General Department, the police service, what have you. All of these things, we believe in them. Now, for us, when you've gone through these processes and you've been found guilty, we as an association will not shield you. Because we always tell our members that refrain from wrongs, because we will not shield you if you go out there to commit breaches of the law. So that has always been our position. But of course, when these issues come up, we will always call our member and hear his side of the story, and sometimes, if possible, get the other parties to also hear from them so that we can come up with a very informed decision. Because, for example, as we speak, the management of the hospital, if I read correctly, had indicated that, well, no formal allegations have come to them, but whatever it is, they are going to look into the matter and they will not shield anybody. And that has always been our principles when it comes to these things.
Right. Dr. Justice Yankson, just hold the line for me for just a moment. Let me come to Dr. Atipui and ask that. Now, we have asked our listeners to share their experiences with some of these issues where people are paying monies illegally to access healthcare, and quite a number of cases seem to come up. Institutionally, would you say that this is a challenge that exists, or this is just a drop in the ocean?
Well, I should say that we have had previously one or two complaints of people really taking money from patients, and those were investigated. And I know that from the institutional level, the investigations were conducted. Some were found to be true, others were found to be untrue. So I can't say that it is a normal practice. I think that occasionally we have instances like this which are investigated and appropriate action has been taken.
Yes, so how do we clamp down on this to reduce it to the barest minimum?
No, I think the Medical and Dental Council basically doesn't really get itself in the micromanagement of their institution. There are rules and regulations that pertain in each institution, being it a Ghana Health Service institution, a private institution, or a charge institution. There are rules and regulations that govern the issues or the operations of these institutions. And we know and we're confident that these regulations really do apply. And therefore, when things like this happen, we leave it to the institution to really do the appropriate investigations, and where specific practitioners are found culpable and there's a need for the regulator to take the appropriate action, that is not left out. The appropriate actions are taken, and where the practitioners are found culpable, they are dealt with according to the regulations or according to the provisions in the Act that had established that regulatory body.
Dr. Yankson, the argument raised is that there isn't sufficient deterrent in the system so that people may feel like I can carry on with these, and we don't see enough people being brought to justice when issues like this come up.
Well, I wouldn't say so. I mean, from where I sit with the second cab as a legal person, I mean, as a lawyer, what I believe in is the rule of law. Now, if you look at some of our disciplinary procedures and codes and the sort of sanctions that have been prescribed, you have situations where people can be suspended as much as for periods of 1, 2 years, 3 years without salaries. Your license could even be revoked for good, or you will be suspended from practice for, say, 3 years. I mean, in these difficult times, if you're a professional, you cannot practice for, say, 3 years. Of course, I don't think anybody will say that is punishment that one may consider too small. But be it as it may, if for some reason, as a state, we think that we need to enhance some of the punishments because looking at modern day trends, maybe they have become a bit obsolete or they are not punitive enough, so be it. And mind you, punishment is also not about just the deterrence approach, but sometimes the reformative aspect is also important. So we may have to have a conversation, look at these things, and then above all, we should also go down, assuming without admitting that these allegations are true, we should also go down and find out some of the reasons that are pushing people to do some of these things. Because if you don't do that, then irrespective of how much you try to check the system, if the causative agents are still there, we'll still be grappling with these problems. And I think sometimes the conduct of the employer should also be looked at properly.
Can you shed some more light on that? How could the conduct of the employer be a causative agent?
No. What I'm saying is that I haven't investigated this. But what I'm saying is that when these things, like you're saying, are seen as being rampant in the system and what have you, then of course there should be something that is pushing people to do some of these things. And those are the things we should also consider looking at so that we can address those causative agents. As far as individuals are concerned, naturally there are people who may have criminal minds and what have you. That is fair. But if the system, the structures, and the conduct of both even employer and employees also lead to some of these things, until say mistakes, we'll keep having these problems. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. We'll take these important messages. It's 21 minutes past 9 on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We're here in the studio with Kwetinate and Dr. Kenose Mensah. On the phone lines with us are Dr. Eli Atipui and Dr. Justice Yankson. We'll take these important messages and we'll be right back. We are discussing, and we have so many of your messages coming through, I must say. Kwetinate has put together his latest investigative piece, Robbing the Sick, where we have caught on tape with the camera and with the recorder medical personnel demanding monies or extorting monies from the general public, patients who come there before they receive treatment. If you have an experience, you can share yours on 0244 340 437 at Joy 997 FM, Joy 99.7 FM on Twitter and Facebook respectively. We'll be right back.
At Afrodan, we believe that many of the problems people have with their health is as a result of the way they sit. In other words, your chair can kill you. Here's Dr. Marcus Mann of the Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
What you have to remember is that the spine is the lifeline to your body, and posture is the window to that spine. Now, posture is affected by your daily activities and habits like sitting. That's why at the Chiropractic and Wellness Centers, we recommend what I believe to be the best chairs available for preventing not only subluxations, but also other health problems that you may not be aware of. And that's Rabami and Mobilex chairs. Unfortunately, on a daily basis, I have to correct the effects of this poor sitting habit in our businessmen and businesswomen. Always remember, optimal spine equals optimum health.
So, for the sake of your health, buy Rabami or Mobilex chairs from Afrodan. We're on the first floor of the Swansea Shopping Arcade. Telephone 663-085.
Yatisu. You can now own a tier rubber Hyundai Eon for the CD equivalent of $7,500 and the most exciting part is you only need to make a down payment of 10% and spread the balance over 5 years. You also get a 5 years warranty and 1 year free labor on all servicing. Visit Hyundai World Showroom at Obichebi Lamte Runabout to enjoy this incredible offer or call 0542 522 941 or Stallion Motors on the Spintex Road or call 0244 932 485. Kumasi call 0244 312 900. Hyundai World, your reliable source of Hyundai vehicles and parts in Ghana. Hyundai, new thinking, new possibilities.
Oh. And my claim is not covered by the insurance policy I arranged.
Parkwesi, I've always advised you to let J&G Insurance Brokers, the insurance professional, handle your insurance to avoid gaps. At J&G, we analyze your insurance needs, we arrange cover with the best insurer with a track record of prompt claims payment, and above all, we facilitate and negotiate your claims. Call Dr. Gideon Amenyedo, the CEO, on 0244 333335 or 0504 333335. You can also email him, Gideon, at jinginsurancebrokers.com or visit our website, jinginsurancebrokers.com.
Thank you very much, Egenam. I'm calling Doctor right away.
At J&J Insurance Brokers, negotiating a great insurance deal is our business.
Imagine
Imagine you are home for the Christmas holidays, happy. You are trying to make new meals with exciting recipes you found on YouTube. You're posting pictures of your activities on social media. You're playing online games, watching live matches. You're streaming movies. You're chatting. You're video calling. You're browsing. You are happy. This is an unlimited Vodafone Christmas.
Enjoy unlimited browsing on Vodafone fixed broadband for 30 days in the unlimited Christmas promo. Simply pay for your fixed broadband 2 months or more in advance and get 1 month of unlimited internet access, as well as a choice of giveaways such as free IPTV box with 1 month Netflix access, fuel vouchers, movie tickets, free smart home devices, and many more.
The future is exciting. Ready?
Star Times presents the Drama Pack December. Stay connected and sink in your seat for pure entertainment and intense drama this December on Star Times. Enjoy the much anticipated television series of the year, Leila Jansi's 40 and Single. Prepare for more wows and cheers in the Ghana Challenge as contestants and celebrities battle for the ultimate cash prize on Abdipa TV. Don't miss House of Umoja. It's fun time with SpongeBob on our kids channel. Get your Star Times decoder now at a reduced price from 90 Ghana cedis to 70 Ghana cedis this Christmas. Star Times, change your view.
What shall I render to Jehovah?
The Mount Calvary Cross Ministry, MCCM, under the auspices of the Holy Spirit, invites you to the 2018 Christmas Retreat. A period of waiting on the Lord in prayer, praise, and expectation of His divine visitation. Theme, Psalms 108 verse 13. With God on our side, we will win. He will defeat our enemies. Date from 27 to 31st December 2018. Venue, MCCM headquarters at Chimota, off the ABC Junction Road. Morning session, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Evening session, 4 p.m. till God says it is finished. We crown it all with a special all-night service on the 31st of December from 10 p.m. Come and experience the transformative power of God. Don't miss this life-changing experience.
In everybody's eyes, the Mensahs are different. It is not because of how loudly Grandpa Mensah boasts. It is not because of how Mrs. Mensah is making big plans to open a new shop. It is not because Mr. Mensah's son has a list of fantastic dreams. It is not because Mr. Mensah is always giving great advice. But it is because Mr. Mensah took a My Life insurance policy for his family so that they can feel free to live the life they want. Be a hero to your family. My Life. Live more.
Call My Life on 0242 439 999.
Get ready for the most hilarious night of your life. The night of 1,025 laughs and music.
I love Ewes, eh? Hey, Ewes, we are brothers. Have you ever heard of riots in Ho before? Who is going to fight? By the time you think of the evil thing, they'll call you.
Boxing Day, December 26th at the Conference Center. On stage, Bovi, Kenny Black, Shaylo, Akpororo, Jacinta, Foster Romanos, Lexi the Comic, James Brown, plus performances from Kiddy and Joe Metal. Get your tickets now from Charterhouse, X-Men and Nalem stores in Osu, Accra and Junction malls for only 200 Ghana cedis standard, 300 Ghana cedis premium, and 400 Ghana cedis VIP. The night of 1,025 laughs and music is supported by Marriott Hotel, Japan Motors, and JoyFM.
How can I express my
Coffee in your
and they call me Eugene. Obi Baya Uboni and Yemi Eugene. He said, Meniwa, or a middle bunty, your eyes on me. That's Meniwa, Metinti, you'll be anyone else. I want faith, won't Kwani day. Kwani, Befame Koro.
29 minutes past 9 on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Daniel Daze. In the studio with me is Dr. Ken Osei-Mensah. He's the PRO for the Tamale Teaching Hospital. So many of your messages coming through so far. Anymore, give me 3.
Do this one. It says, I had my first baby at a hospital, which I'm not going to name. And this one, she says, it's standard practice for women about to be admitted to the labor ward to put their money in their hairnet for payments. While in labor and in so much pain, a nurse or attendant will come asking for money for this, for that. Ward maintenance fee, detergents, motivation fee, etc. She says, interestingly, I was billed for detergents and other consumables when I was being discharged, same things I had already paid for in the labor ward. And this is all in addition to the Dettol or Southern or whatever disinfectants and soap bars you're asked to pay for on the ward. What's so cruel is that they come demanding these monies whilst you're in the throes of labor and totally out of it. You either pay so you're cared for nicely by the midwives and other attendants, or prepared to be ignored. This one says, this is what happens when a nation plays politics with everything in the country. The frequent changes of the hospital CEO, for no reason other than politics is what brought us here. And that's from Frederick in Kaswa.
So many more of your messages coming through, but we want to open the phone lines in a moment. 0244340437. That's also the WhatsApp number. So call us and tell us what you think. Share your experience if you've had any. 0302-216-541, 0302-216-541, 0244340437. Before I pick my first caller, if you're a real super fan of football, this is your chance to see your favorite teams go head-to-head live in their home stadia in the UK. Simply open a Barclays Ultimate account, maintain a balance of at least 500 Ghana cedis, and swipe to make payments with your Barclays card as long as you can to win an all-expenses-paid trip to the UK to watch your favorite team go head-to-head live. Hawa is on the line from Kolebu. Good morning, Hawa.
Good morning, Daniel.
Great. Let's hear you.
Daniel, I gave birth to my second baby at Mamprobi Polyclinic. This act is actually going on. In fact, though you know your rights, if you want your life, you better pay and go with your baby. If you decide to be too strict and then decide that you are going to behave like a book long and act on your rights, you'll be ignored. Like one of the messages read.
So what happened to you at this polyclinic? And I'd ask that please don't name the hospital again. Thank you. But what specifically happened to you when you got there?
In fact, after giving birth to my baby at the labor ward, they told me that certain instruments they used on me are not supposed to be used there, so I have to pay for it. I made the payment. After delivering also, when I was about to leave the hospital, one of the nurses came around collecting money from all of us. We were in one room. And then I demanded for a receipt, and she was like, I'm too difficult. She did not take my money for that, but she took the others made the payment. We went down for our drugs also. The National Health Insurance guy was demanding CCDs from every mother before he's able to, do that, have that process done for you to have your drugs. So I asked him that I was told that when I pay any amount of money, a receipt should be issued to me. Did you give me a receipt? He said no. So I asked him, what is the essence of you taking the money? It was on a Sunday, and he says that Sunday they do not come to work, and he is here. So it's like a credit money. And I'm like, credit money for being paid for your job? So I took his name, and I decided to take him on, but later he was pleading, so I just left him. Daniel, these things are going on.
But you see, Howard, that is part of the problem.
You realize that women are suffering because of some of this.
But Howard, that is part of the problem. The fact that you did not report, that's also part of the problem. But Kojo is on the line from Kumasi. Good morning, Kojo. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Great. So, what's your experience?
Yeah, Danny, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is happening here in Kumasi, one of the biggest health institutions in Kumasi.
Don't give us the name, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. When you go there, you don't pay 10 cedis. You sit there till the following day.
Really? 10 cedis? And what reason do they give for charging 10 cedis?
10 cedis before you see a doctor.
So before you see the doctor, you pay 10 cedis?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Kojo, for calling. Sam is calling from Tesano. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Dan.
Great. So, what's your experience?
Look, to start with, I don't like this idea for people not to mention the name of the hospital.
But oblige us, please.
Pardon?
I said indulge us for this. Because you know what, Sam?
How do we get somewhere?
You know what, Sam?
If we don't name and shame, how do we get somewhere?
If you have evidence, you can share it with my producers. We'll verify it and we'll put it out. Beyond that, that's what we can do.
Look. You people are polishing the issue. This is a serious. We are talking about life and death here. So if we don't mention what the name of the hospital, the doctors involved in it, how can we get anywhere? And I'm sorry if I will not be allowed to mention the name of the hospital, then it's better I don't share it.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Sam, for calling. Jake is calling from Sacramento. Good morning, Jake. Hello. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning, Mr. Dazi. How are you doing?
Great.
Sir?
I am blessed. How are you doing?
By His grace.
Okay. Go ahead.
Dazi, I have a little contribution. I'm just wondering why you are not allowing people to mention the institution or the medical facility. Because I am thinking that when you name them, they hear it, they will sit up. It's another means of, hiding up the solution. This is my take, please.
Right. Thanks, Jake, for calling us from Sacramento. Okay, so let's explain this. Let me try and do this quickly before I take James calling from Taifa. We have put out the name of Tamale Teaching Hospital because as an institution, JoyFM has gathered evidence and we know this happened at Tamale Teaching Hospital. Everyone who has come on the platform has not disputed that it happened at Tamale Teaching Hospital. But when you call us and you say on air that something has happened when we have not verified, that's not fair to that institution. So like I said, if you are calling in and you have any evidence to share, my production team would be glad to take this evidence from you. We'll do our checks to verify it and then we'll put it out. That's how the chain of information flows here. But please indulge us and do not mention the name of an institution specifically when you come out. But you can share the experience. James is on the line from Taifa. Good morning, James.
Oh, this is Charles.
Sorry, Charles from Kaswa, right?
Yes.
Okay. Reduce the volume on your radio set. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Dan,
yeah. I'm commenting on the same issue that you spoke about right now. You're saying that you shouldn't call out the name of only the person has evidence. But the lady called and said he has evidence, but still you're trying to say that the person should not put the name of the hospital on air.
I have to look at the evidence before I can put the name out. That's what I said repeatedly. That's share the evidence with my team.
So
you understand?
Yes, he called in. And he was given, from the way she was speaking, you could see that she had, because the first person, he demanded a receipt for the first place that he paid the money. And they didn't take the money. He went to the dispensary, and then they were demanding money again. And this time, the person took it. And when he was trying to prove the person wrong, the person apologized. That means the person...
Charles, that's fine. If there is evidence, if there is evidence, it's fine. But we need to see it and vet it first. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Do you get it? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for understanding, Charles. That was Charles from Kaswa. Richard is on the line from Ho. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
Great. Let's hear you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Richard, let's hear you.
Okay. I think it's a good work that our brother there has done.
Okay.
But I think all the groups involved should be called upon. For me, I have a problem that you didn't call the Nursing and Midwifery Council to also at least speak on the issue because nurses too are involved. So
that's fair. That's fair. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Yes, we've not finished dealing with the story. We definitely will get all the relevant institutions before this is over. Selom is on the line from Dowinya. Good morning, Selom.
Yes, good morning, Daniel.
Hi, how you doing?
What I'd like to say is that after I delivered, my sister came in to pick me up, and she was asked to buy certain things. And among the things was a drip. 4 drips. And then after she told me she went to pay for certain things and was there were 4 drips in it. So I told her the nurses never gave me drips. So why pay for drips? So that's my experience.
Thank you, Selom, for calling us from Dowinga. Seth is calling from Accra. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Daniel.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are not allowing us to mention the names as a whole, but then that notwithstanding. You know, I went to hospital for a card, just for referral. Just the card alone. You have to pay to the people who are issuing the card. And when I got there, I was not even interested in me paying anything. You see very, very vulnerable patients who some of them are being held to the place. But then these people don't have conscience. By asking the people who got them to pay something for them to work on, it's very unfortunate. Because it's happening in Ghana, we don't know. So please, let the names be mentioned so they can sit up. Because it's happening. Callable is one. It's obvious. So I beg you, let the names be mentioned.
Thanks for calling. Solomon is on the line. Thanks for calling, Seth from Accra. It's a decision that the team has taken. Unfortunately, we cannot go back on that. Solomon is calling from Mamprobi. Good morning, Solomon.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners. Great. For me, this is not something new. This has been reported in the health sector for quite a long time now. But the issue we have to be looking at is a systemic problem, not looking at individuals. Why is this happening? That is what we should be looking at. So for me, the discussion should not be people's experience. It is about what is happening currently. Currently, the health system is over-monetized. Why is it that people have to pay before they are attended to? Are there systems that when people come to hospital, they are taken care of and they are billed? That is what we should be looking at. We shouldn't look at the discussion as if health professionals are thieves. That's my contribution.
Okay. Solomon from Rampobi, thanks for joining us. I don't think anyone has called a health professional a thief. Yeah. Bubune is calling from Adabraka here, my last caller. Good morning, Bubune. Hi, Bubune.
Right. Hello, good morning.
Great. Let's hear you.
Okay, so my issue is quite similar to what I think about your 4 last callers spoke about. The idea that you are now allowing people to mention the name of the hospital suggests that there shouldn't be a reason for them to call in the first place. Meaning you are doubting that maybe the info they are giving you are not accurate. And you also mentioned that you can't rescind on your decision that you people have taken. That also, I think, is not appropriate. When we mention the hospitals, they listen. Even if not their bosses there, somebody will listen and know this is what's happening in this hospital. Next time when they are going there, they will be advised. They will know what to do to handle these issues. I have several experiences, but the fact that I can't mention the hospital means I can't share it. Are you getting me? And I'm sure a lot of people share the same opinion.
I look from the messages and from the calls that I've gotten. Yes, I can confidently say people share this experience, but I just want to correct something. Bubune, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. I'm not allowing them to share it, not because I don't trust you or I don't trust the information, but that is how information is put out on our platform. We check when it has happened. When we can say that it has happened ourselves, we put it out. Or we have the documents supporting that has happened ourselves, we put it out. So I can trust you. I can trust you as much as if I can finish. If I can finish, Bubune. If I can finish, Bubune, if I can finish. You see, yes, just give me a second. Just give me a finish. Let me say this. I can trust you as much as possible, but our job is to put out information that we can verify personally on a first-hand basis. Okay, either through us, through documentary evidence, through our agents or any of our reporters. And that's how the information goes out. We cannot put out information that could possibly defame an institution without doing the checks ourselves. But thank you very much for calling. Thank you to all our callers for expressing your sentiments about this. It shows there's a real passion about the fight against corruption. We're going to take these important messages. We'll be right back.
We say there is never a dull moment at Melcom. Actually, Melcom be Hobeko Ghana Fanenginano. Unyanya Upe, and water from no sign CVC Castle. Yang naturally say, Melcom Dunkumi at Teso is back. And this time, it's bigger than ever. And you, enjoy amazing discount on thousands of items. Naturally, Brunya no Beyeda, a chassis free Cecilia. Bra, Melcom, never told you my yacht Teso. Where they are Teso, save for. Know that you save more anytime you purchase from any of our branches nationwide. Terms and conditions apply. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Malcolm, don't call me. Yateso. Don't call me.
Wow, yeah. Shandonia Garden is massive. Hey, what's that over there?
It's a plant tennis court, swimming pool, and a gym coming soon.
And the houses, unique in their own way.
Okay, darling, wait till you see ours.
What?
Why?
Wait.
Now tell me, what do you think?
Oh, just so serene. Thank you. I love you.
Visit our luxurious gated community at Shandonia Garden off the Tema Highway. Our lands are fully titled and litigation free with flexible payment plans you can afford. So let us bring you to Shandonia Gardens where your dream lands. Contact us today on 0302 732529 and 0302 765436 or visit us at shandoniaproperties.com.
Adjudged Group Private Health Insurance Provider 2018 by West Africa Healthcare Excellence Awards, Vitality Health Insurance offers corporates varied all-inclusive healthcare plans. Our plans are customized to meet your corporate needs with prompt claims payment as our hallmark. Excellent customer service is guaranteed you by Vitality. Vitality, we ensure reduction of fraudulent claims leading to reduced medical bills. Why stress yourself when you can outsource your healthcare administration to Vitality's experts? Call 026 65 73200 or 050 60 99 800 or visit www.vitalitymh.com. Vitality Health Insurance. Enjoy good health with Vitality.
Darling.
Spill it.
You know I promised to go appliance shopping this Christmas, and I'm here to tell you that Samsung is making this possible with the Samsung Blue Christmas promotion. Rush them now, or I'm taking the kids to my mom's for Christmas because Grandma only uses Samsung appliances. Thanks for your cooperation. Signed, the kids and I.
Hey, wait for me, I'm coming.
Make your home the best holiday spot this Christmas in the Samsung Blue Christmas promotion. Samsung has the best discounts on appliances and free gifts for you and the family. When you visit any Samsung showroom or authorized reseller, it will be simply magical. Buy a 32-inch satellite TV and get a free wall bracket. Entertainment will come alive when you buy a 49 or 55-inch TV with a free DSTV Zapper decoder. Chilled drinks? No problem. Fridges start from 899 Ghana cedis. Washing machines starting from 999 Ghana cedis. And so many freebies for you when you join the Samsung Blue Christmas promotion this Christmas season. Make this Christmas a memorable Blue Christmas with Samsung. Merry Samsung Blue Christmas.
Buying a new car isn't just about the physical product. It is decision made to achieve lasting peace of mind. The all-new Toyota Corolla with reinforced suspension, reliable engine performance, quiet cabin atmosphere, stability and superior maneuvering is your smart choice. Be smart. Stay ahead of your peers with the all-new Toyota Corolla. Whether it is the 1.6 liters or the 1.8 liters automatic, you get maximum fuel economy because the Toyota Corolla has been redesigned to give you extra mileage and deliver the best driving experience. Want more?